All right, guys, welcome to the second episode of the Nova Circuit podcast. We're back. We made it a second week, which is awesome. We're minus one man. Yeah, Mark didn't make it, but he said he might come in like a little later, so hopefully that's the case. We were going to possibly have Jeff Hertzkin on, but he couldn't do it today, so he never got back. But welcome. If you guys missed the first one, go check it out because you get to meet all of us, understand us, how we met, some stories and all that stuff. But this one, we're going to have a little bit more discussions about, direction of Nova Circuit and some cool ideas and just fun little chit chats for about 30 to 45 minutes. So, have your wah, hit your vape, and do whatever you cool kids do these days. So, yeah. So, anyways, did you guys ever look at the first podcast at all?
I did.
I remember it. I was there.
Yeah, I mean, but watching it, visually seeing it, what did you guys think? Anything? Any pointers? Any editing ideas or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch it because I really don't like seeing myself on camera.
Yeah,
it's rather disturbing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's a little weird too. No, I was wanting to do these live though. Eventually, it'd be cool to have like a chat there, so we can also communicate with like chat. And
that would be cool.
But
that's a good idea.
Like the only thing we have right now is YouTube and doing the videos, once a week. So the best thing we could do is like leave a comment. Type 1 if you want us to discuss this. 2 if you want to just,
Right.
We'll figure out a system. But I want to talk about a discussion that Mills brought up yesterday before we left work. He was talking about like the content that we put out. Like he says a lot of it's pretty much the same. It's Paladins, Call of Duty, because that's mainly what we've been playing the most. And I totally agree with it. Like the goal for Nova Circuit was to be a comedic gaming channel, and it's almost turned into more of a competitive, like us trying to be competitive, even though we're not really competitive. Like we're decent, but we're not like pro. And
none of us are.
We try and we have fun.
That's what I was gonna say. None of us really even have the time to be real like pro competitive gamers.
Yeah, and it brings
or have the setups for it,
and it brings up a good point.
There's not enough resources to even try to chase that, but we're funny.
That's the thing.
At least people think we are.
It's hard to be funny when we're playing so competitively. Like we're like locked in. Like two over here. I'm dropped, or stuff like that. It's hard to be funny when we're just zoned in on winning. So Mills brought up a good idea. We should just play random games that aren't competitive. And we tried to find games that didn't have killing in them, and then we found out the only non-violent video games out there are sporting games. I mean, hell, fucking Mario, you're killing turtles. So I mean,
there is few and far between.
So we thought,
I searched all of the internet, like literally to the end of the internet.
And it's not like sporting games aren't a bad idea, because you could do sporting games. Like we could do, like I told Mills a good idea I had because I watch a streamer, Ray Narvaez, is he does this once every 6 months. He does a mascot challenge where he plays NCAA football 2014. And he chooses 8 random team mascots. He usually has his Twitter group decide. And then he puts them in the tournament. And then he commentates over it. And it's literally the funniest stuff. I highly recommend people go watch it. All the halftime shows are the same. They're presented by Nissan, innovation that excites. And it's fucking hilarious. And I highly recommend you guys watch it. But I thought that'd be a really good idea where we all just sat there and we commentated these mascots. Because some of those mascots are bizarre. Like the fucking Stanford trees. I mean, what is the fuck? You just see a tree running. Like, how the fuck do they catch the ball? To fucking swallow it?
Created characters?
No, they're the actual mascots of these schools. Like, I'll have to. I'm gonna show Mills next week when I see him.
Cincinnati Bearcats.
Mascot.
Yeah, that they have that. The fucking Western Kentucky Hilltopper.
Yeah,
I mean, what the fuck is that?
It looks like
Hilltopper.
It looks like Grimace but red.
it really does. But it's just funny ideas like that, because we could be funny talking and like discussing these things, and it really is like. And I do love the competitive games. I love playing Halo. Margaret, I mean, we got funny moments in Halo. Like me and Margaret to the point where we're just always mad at Halo. Oh, yeah. It's not even competitive anymore. It's just like fuck this game, but man, we got to keep playing. And then Call of Duty, the things like Call of Duty and Paladins were actually not funny because we're competitive.
Yeah,
It's-
we're trying to win, and you don't.
we're trying to
really say
win.
much.
So yeah, you
Yeah.
just it's
Heal me.
and that's when we all get mad at each other, like fuck, and all
Yeah.
that stuff. So I mean, it's a good idea. So Mills came up with this good idea. He found this game called Descenders on Xbox Game Pass, and we watched it last night. And
man.
the ideas that we have for this game, it's
As
gonna be
soon as
fucking
I saw
brilliant.
it, as soon as I saw it, I was like, dude, you've got to look at this, McGinney. Like, this is pure gold.
I
It's
watched-
just mountain biking down a hill. And I was like, dude, just the content. Think about it.
So are you
Like-
like first person or like what is?
It's
the-
like third person.
You're a third-person view.
behind the bike, and
Yeah.
you're just hauling
They were
ass,
giggling
doing
like little school
flips
kids
and
last
shit.
night watching
Oh, it's pure gold. Like it's it's not untapped potential because there's some guys on YouTube that run it, and I mean it's not like the thing that they do every day. They're not trying to be competitive with it, but
Right.
there's some pretty high view count videos out there about this stupid fucking let me not say stupid because
Stupid, right?
you know
It's fucking
damn
rad.
this be if the developers watch our podcast they're like, oh, it's stupid, huh?
Fucking
But,
is that a mongoose?
is that a mongoose? No, bro, it's a huffy. Like there's so much
There's
there's
just
so much potential.
A lot of potential. And then I mentioned another game that Jeff, you might be familiar with it, but I told Mills, but Gary's mod has this game called Prop Hunt, where it's teams of like I think 5-on-5 or 4-on-4. One team's the hiding, the other ones are the ones trying to find you, and you can choose any objects in this building or wherever the level is, and you can duplicate it, and you gotta just hide and try to blend in. And the people gotta come and shoot you, and if it's you, you die. If not, they take damage for it not being you. So that's how they determine they weed it out. But that sounds fun too, man. There's so much good. Fuck, hiding as a banana? That's funny. People will laugh. They're like, "Holy shit, Mills is a banana. Bevelati is a banana." That's funny. He's
I
a
mean,
coffee cup. You know,
There's
stuff like
there's
that.
so much out there that we could do for just the entertainment purposes.
Among Us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Among
Among
Us.
Us, that's a
Among
good
Us is
one.
always funny.
Yeah.
There's
You can get a rouse out of that one.
Me and Mills are
I
gonna
like,
play 64 games next week.
yeah,
Oh boy.
Yep.
that should be fun.
About to beat that ass in some GoldenEye.
Like last time, right?
Yeah.
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 What
What?
happened last time, Jason?
I won.
No, you didn't. Not once.
So you can actually do that like online over like emulators and stuff, right?
Yeah, actually, there's
Goldeneye
a
has.
yeah.
Was it Goldeneye Source?
Yeah, they have an online version of it, of 007.
Mhm.
I have it on my PC. They actually have it running at high texture packs and at 60 frames.
Mhm.
So
It looks
That's cool.
good. It runs smooth. I'm pretty sure it's based on the same engine that
CSGO.
CS:GO is made on. And I mean, it runs butter smooth. It's
It does.
60 frames Goldeneye, which is strange.
It's awesome, actually. I
I
love it.
bet. It was like what, maybe 15, 20?
Yeah.
actually.
The
You got
good
to
days.
just remember where people are going to be.
That's funny because the other day I was playing on my emulator because it's like my 64 is not connecting to my TV anymore. I don't know what it is. But so I was like, well, I can download the emulator and the ROMs as long as I own the game. So I actually have physical proof I own the game. So I got Star Wars Pod Racer and I put it on my computer. And holy shit, playing that game at 60 frames, I am the worst fucking racer on that game. Because I'm like, holy shit, these walls came out of nowhere. I'm going so fast. It's like I'm
Yeah.
actually going 200 miles per hour. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
And it just does suck because there's also like a slight reaction delay. But, you know, you fix that in your settings. I just haven't fixed it. But
Yeah.
Calibrate it.
A lot of those old games, whenever you crank up the frame rate, it actually speeds up the game because they're not designed to run that well.
Let's just talk about the game you were playing first. That was one of my favorite games when I was,
oh, Star Wars Pod Racing?
for sure.
Oh man,
Absolutely.
that's like the when my dad bought us our first Nintendo 64 and it was the Star Wars Pod Racing edition. And oh my god, that was when the first movie was coming out. I remember it reminds me of Taco Bell because Taco Bell was doing their Star Wars promos
Yes,
too.
they were.
I still got all the cups and all that stuff. We
I
went
had
out.
it
Was
for,
the console actually different?
No, it was the same console with the great controller and everything. It
Oh,
just came with Star Wars Pod Racer. I
Yeah.
still have that same console. The only thing different is I put expansion pack in it, of course, to play the other games like Majora's Mask, Donkey Kong, and all that. But yeah, love that game. It's the first game I ever played on Nintendo 64. Then it opened my mind because, man, I remember when I got Mario 64 and seeing Mario in 3D blew my fucking mind as a kid. I'm like, whoa, oh my god. It's
everything not being 2D was kind of like, what is going on?
Mhm.
Right.
Like the only thing we had, well, not the only thing, but one of the few things we had prior to that was Star Fox on the SNES.
That was
And
3D. I
that's-
forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like one of the few examples of what 3D gaming would be like. And Star Fox, I don't know if y'all played that lately.
I have
It
it.
is
I physically
not
have
good.
it.
It did
it's
not age well.
No, it's very ugly. I was literally about to say that. I was like, you go back to Star Fox, so that was not a pretty game.
You're just a bunch of triangles
Yeah.
trying to kill the other triangles.
But in 3D.
Still 3D on Super Nintendo though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this?
There's
There's so many dimensions.
Man, Star Fox 64 was also really good too. I love the
Yeah.
soundtrack to that
Love
game.
that game.
I have the original soundtrack to it on my Spotify. It's a
That was
good-
one of those. That was one of those games that like you could spend so much more time on trying to get like all the medals and stuff,
Mhm.
and actually had like worth your time unlockables.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because like everybody wanted to be able to run around third person in multiplayer and shoot each other with pistols. Come on, that's awesome. But are you going to achieve it? That's the real question.
Yep.
The answer is probably not.
I forgot how hard that game actually was. Because when I go back and play it now, I'm just like, holy shit! Was I this bad when I used to play?
It's just one of those
Probably not.
things. Like
Yeah.
it's a tough game. It was a lot of fun though.
Yeah, man. I remember Pokemon Stadium. And I used to wreck my brothers at Pokemon Stadium. Some hardcore
Didn't
fucking
play that
Pokemon
one.
Stadium. I always had the same Pokemon lineup too, and they just for some reason they couldn't beat it. I always had Articuno because that's my favorite Pokemon, and then it was Charizard, Chansey because Chansey had super high HP, Gengar, Diglett for his speed. He was one of the fastest Pokemon on the game. And then my last one was I can't remember the last one, but I remember those 5 being my main ones because Chansey was like 400 something HP and it was a beefy thing. And like my brothers, I throw that out there first. My brother's like, "What the fuck? This is cheating." I was like, "It's not cheating in Pokemon battles, dude."
Mhm.
It's like
Chansey was
Pokemon's like one of
Chansey
my
was normal,
favorite
wasn't it?
things.
Yeah, Chansey was a normal type.
Yeah.
I think like striking attacks and like ground attacks were super effective against it. I can't remember. It's so weird now because Pokemon's like weaknesses have changed since Gen 1 and that game came out.
Yeah,
So
they're all
Yeah.
different
It's-
now.
and I'm not gonna lie, first gen weakness and fucking shit was so bad. It was terrible. So who knows? I mean, Chansey is probably a fucking weak to itself. Who knows?
Yeah.
There's just so many more typings now.
That too, which is I think was good for Pokemon in my opinion, but I just think they're coming out too fast with new Pokemon. But
Yeah, Pokemon was mind blowing when it came out. I could not believe that a game like that existed whenever I first played it. I was
teaching,
just like, there's so much involved in this.
Yeah.
My little brain could not handle it.
Pretty
I was
much
just like, I'm gonna play this forever.
collecting pets to fight against other pets and then stealing money after you beat the guy in battle.
Yeah.
that's the life I want to live.
My buddy, one of my buddies, played a prank on me one time. Locked me outside his back screen door, and took my Pokemon Red and flew to the first town, and then went to hit save. Told me that he had restarted the game and he was saving it, and my heart was absolutely shattered to a million pieces because I'd spent hundreds of hours on that game. And I was just like, how could you do that?
Yeah.
Finally got in there and tried to choke him to death, and then he was like, "It was just a joke, man. It's still there. Look." I was like, "You jerk! How dare you?"
The best thing
Never
about
trust you again.
The best thing about those games and old games in general was their glitches and their weird little secrets. Because like the Cinnabar Island trick, missing no,
Yeah.
missing number, pretty much. That stuff was cool, and like you'll never have that today in video games because there's
Nah.
patches or updates.
Oh
Well, now
But
As
you
soon as
just have
somebody figures
like
it
total
out, it's
game
done.
breaking glitches.
yeah,
Yeah.
like hell, I remember Mario 64 glitches. Hell, even Halo 3.
Hey, I was just about to say that. Come
yeah.
on now. How many
That
nights
was.
did we just spend all night just jumping and trying to
But I
find all these
think that
glitches?
was the time and period where they were like. That was when it actually just started with updates and patches for games because
Right.
Halo 3 would patch their glitches for online play. They never really could take your physical.
No,
like,
we had to go into custom just
Yeah.
to do all that.
But
we
some
tried
of
to do
them-
it in
Some of them did
gameplay.
work online, but then when they found out they worked online, it was patched like a month later.
Yep.
And we're like, damn.
Guardian was a good one for that. Guardian had a lot.
I remember
Of,
the boat on
like-
that one level. I forgot what it was called when we got on the boat, and we found out if you shot the water, it kept your boat floating. It was me and Mr. Kitten. You weren't there with us. Me and Mr. Kitten.
no, but I remember it.
Yeah, because I took screenshots. I took screenshots of it. But
What was it? No, I remember because Mr.
I don't
Kitten,
remember the name of the level.
floated down, remember? And we were
Mhm.
like, come back. He's like, I can't.
yeah,
Where was that? I can't remember.
that
What-
map was on the
Yeah,
last
so-
map pack they came out with, though, so I don't even remember it. But there was Construct where you could jump off the level, and if you landed on that beam, you can
Yep.
wedge yourself. And we used to grab the skull, and it actually worked for a while.
Yeah.
We
it
would
did.
grab the skull and jump and be like, hide. Just hide. But the thing is,
Okay.
you were an open target though down there, and
Absolutely.
sucked. But yeah.
You put yourself in a tough spot when you did
But that was like I
But
think
if
the
nobody
last
knew where you were, then they hunted for you. They're like,
after 360 and PlayStation 3. I think that's when you can barely get a game, and when you do find glitches, they patch it the next week.
immediately.
Borderlands 2 still has a huge glitch. Was it Borderlands 2 or Borderlands 1 that has General Knox? Borderlands 1
Yeah.
has a huge glitch where you can, before the countdown starts,
Mm-hmm.
General Knox, you can glitch yourself into the like room where all the boxes are, and you can open every single box without the countdown to blow up the facility. So that I literally spent hours upon hours just glitching myself into that room and running it over and over again to try and get the best weapons in the game. But like stuff like that is few and far between now, which I think is a big reason why most of the speedrunning community bases all their play on older games, because they can find those
Yeah.
game-breaking glitches and get crazy speeds out of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They do it with some new games. I've watched a couple. That shooting game where you gotta like shoot to the music. I think it's called
Guitar
beats
Hero?
per minute. No. I think it's beats per minute or something. It's like Doom, but like Guitar Hero, basically.
Oh, okay.
That kind of sounds awesome. I need to look
It
this
looks
up.
kind of cool.
That actually does sound pretty good. We could do a video on that.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
But I think next week we're gonna do the Descenders stuff.
Yeah,
And I am working on our Minecraft server to do stuff on there. And then mascot challenge is a good idea.
We need to do some more Sea of Thieves for sure.
Yes,
yeah.
please
Be on our
God,
list.
yeah.
I've been wanting to pirate it up lately.
What else would be a really good idea? Something funny. I mean, sports games in general, we can do funny stuff with it.
Yeah.
I think we
I
need
like,
to do bowl predictions and all that stuff for future content. Like, oh, here's the Super Bowl matchup. Here's our prediction. We commentate
Yeah.
over fucking.
I mean, we could literally run a full season and just do the commentation on
yeah,
it.
just turn Al Michaels and whoever whoever the frickin' people are commentating the games, and we be the commentators.
Mhm.
That'd be
What are you
fun.
gonna say, babe?
I was gonna say I like his idea about the mascots and everything. You could even do like you could even take like freaking Soul Calibur game, do like creative characters and commentate them like UFC style and make them fight each other. You don't even have to fight. You can do it in like watch mode.
Yeah. I love Soul Calibur. So yeah, we could. And dude, the cool thing about the latest Soul Calibur game is your creative options are like fucking insane. There's so many options for
It's
character
vast,
creation.
man.
It's
you can make
huge.
whatever you want.
Yeah. So I mean, that'd be really fucking fun. And dude, can you
Oh,
imagine the characters we come up with? Like, we could just make our own. Like, this is Bevolati's character. This is my character, and they can just
Yeah.
look fucked up, and then that get laughs, you know.
Right.
So.
Or even like you were saying with bowl predictions for that, you could even put a bunch of fucking shit into a hat and be like, okay, make Ronald McDonald riding a snake, whatever.
Oh my god.
There's so much potential there.
I'd actually pay to see that.
And I've actually, yeah, brains turning right now on all that.
Oh yeah.
It's like
There's endless amounts of content that we can produce on the comedy side of all this stuff. It's going to be fucking great.
It's funny how this podcast turned into a
brainstorming session.
Brainstorming session between us on like cool ideas. People are going to watch this, and then next week we're going to see Descender videos like skyrocket, and we're like, fuck, someone stole our idea.
Well, I mean, as long as I know we were the OGs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to throw that out there. I'm going to TikTok and Instagram and everything. We were the ones. Check the date.
It was us. Check the dates.
We came up with that. Oh.
So that, speaking of TikTok, so that video idea I had yesterday, guys, of the Drake Bell, because for those who don't know, I was playing NBA 2K21 last night, and I was playing in college. I was at that part of the story where I was in college. I was playing for Florida, and I was playing UCLA. And I was being guarded. I was playing point guard, and I was being guarded by a guard on the team, last name Bell. Didn't think anything of it until this motherfucker took a free throw. Lo and behold, when it goes close up on his face, I'm like, yo, that's Drake Bell. I was like, that's fucking Drake Bell from Drake and Josh. I was like, holy shit. Mills wasn't around, but I was like, oh my God. I was like, I got to record this. So I went up, did the recording thing. And I was like, cool. Just going to record every moment of Drake Bell. And I don't have any of it. For some reason, the video, it says for some reason not able to open the file format. It says the encoder or something.
Do you remember what team he was on?
Yeah, the UCLA.
Yeah. So what we need to do is we need to get that going again, and then we all need to just email Drake Bell,
tweet him, Facebook, everything.
I follow him.
We need an interview.
I follow him on TikTok, so we just have to get it to him.
We want to know.
We need to know if this is you, sir, and we need to hear it from you.
Yeah, we need to know your time at UCLA when you were their point guard. Were you good?
Were you any good?
Did the NBA scout you, stuff like that?
How was the Gatorade? Fruit punch or grape?
It's usually lemon lime.
Yeah.
But yeah,
curveball in there.
I was just like, it blew my mind. I was like, oh shit, that's Drake. And then when Mills came in, Mills got to see him while he was guarding me, and
dude, he was on you like stink on shit. It was so bad.
I was like, yeah, well, I got like 6 inches on him, so
you were like a foot taller than him.
Yeah, 6'6" point guard. Yeah, but I was just like, holy shit, that's Drake Bell. No, I feel like he had something to do with it, especially being at UCLA, LA. Isn't he from California? Margaret, you follow him?
Hey, most of those like
I think so.
TV personalities like that are from LA area, or at least California. I mean, it's where most of the major studios are, so it makes sense.
Not Nova Circuits.
Not Nova Circuit.
We're here in the fucking winter wonderland of Kentucky.
It's gonna ice storm again.
Actually, it's not ice storm. It's actually snow. We're projected 13 inches.
Great.
13 inches of snow.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
I haven't looked at it yet because I'm afraid to.
So the last I saw in the news report, and it's supposed to start Sunday night and into Monday, is we're in between the 8.9 inch to the 14.9 inch, and we're the in between.
Better get milk and bread.
That's on Monday and Tuesday. Don't worry. You thought that was awesome. See their next episode on Thursday when we have another chance of a winter storm coming. So
wow.
I forgot we were Antarctica. Yeah. I forgot.
So we're moving to Florida. I hope you all have room. We're gonna sleep on your couch.
I mean, you see in his background, we're moving. So I mean, eventually we will have a better place.
Yeah, we'll just clear out boxes, or we'll stack them in a line and use them as a cot.
Right.
There you go.
Just until the snow melts.
So I can't do anything, man. My whole yard's a fucking ice block, and I'm like, fuck. My porch is still frozen.
I'm gonna make myself sound really stupid. So okay, it's Josh that I'm following, not Drake. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, well, I didn't see Josh on the basketball court. So,
yeah,
I mean, I might have, but I just didn't pay attention.
I'm looking for him. I don't see a legit. Usually they have a check mark, next to their
verified
name.
I'll have a check mark one day. Just gotta do something to get my name out
You gotta
there.
keep posting videos. You
Yeah.
haven't posted any yet.
Well, I told Mills yesterday that I want to try stand-up comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Do the comedy caravan.
Yeah, I just want to do like open mic stuff. I think that will help.
You gotta
Especially-
write out some stuff.
Especially with like anxiety and being in front of people and then seeing myself on camera. It might help you, Jeff. Don't you do stand-up comedy?
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's funny.
I could see your intro. So like, she's got a stupid wife. She's so fucking stupid. Stupid. Just kidding, man. Jeff, I got a question because I actually enjoyed the game, and this is you're the guy to ask because I couldn't get a straight answer out of Tyrone. You know the game Jump Force?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's fun for a little bit, but it's a little too basic.
Okay, I liked it. It's fucking beautiful.
It looks real nice and everything, but it's real like rock paper scissors, man. It's not like, I don't know. I play fighting games a lot, so I like, shit with a little bit more depth. But it wasn't bad.
Yeah,
It reminded me of those old. You ever play like the old Naruto Ninja Storm games?
I
and
played
shit like
I
that?
played the first one when Tyrone lived with me.
It reminds me of that kind of thing.
Like okay, but not completely fleshed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you.
I got a bunch of those for free from Humble Bundle.
I just got I got Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition on Sega. Jeff, you wanna go with that?
Jason, you ain't got no chance. But...
No, I don't, but it'd be fun. No, dude. When Tyrone used to beat my ass in that game, I knew that was not my game. Soul Calibur and Tekken are the only games I'm good at fighting. So.
Do you have the newest Soul Calibur?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
On my Xbox, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say catch me on that Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3.
I mean, do you have it? Is it cross? Do you have it on PC or Xbox?
I have it on PC.
Is it crossplay? I would not see why it wouldn't be. There's no competitive. There's no competitive difference.
Pass, I think, ain't it?
It was on Xbox on the console. I don't know about PC version.
Yeah, I don't know if it is crossplay or not. I'd have to look and see, but.
Do you remember when Jeff went to that tournament back in the day at GameStop?
Yes, I do. Yeah, he went against the guy that spammed that same little thing. Yeah, and Jeff was upset.
He got him stuck in the corner, and that's all he did to him that whole time. And then he turned around and apologized to Jeff for doing it because he knew what he was doing. And then he turned around and apologized to him, and he was like, "I had to do what I had to do." Like, get out of here. And he
No,
went on,
I mean,
Jeff did
listen, I can't be mad about that. That's my fault. I lost. Like, if somebody's that shitty and just keeps throwing fireballs, like, you should be able to beat them, no
He was
problem.
a fireball.
But,
Yeah.
like, that was my bad.
That's what
He
we
just kept
call.
spamming two moves on him the whole game. Got him stuck in the corner and just kept spamming it.
Was he?
Call that cheesed.
Was he unathletic looking, inward bent knees, bowl cut, blonde haired Johnny boy?
Dude, I don't even remember.
You know,
We'll go with yeah.
Yeah. Might as well.
If you're out there, person who beat Jeff in a
bet
random
you-
tournament at a
he's out there. I
GameStop,
know you
guy.
can't forget him.
fuck you, buddy.
Yeah. It's like anybody for future reference. If you do that bullshit in a tournament, you.
Yeah,
Like
seriously.
a Q
that was
Vin
so
Diesel.
bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Winning
Everything
is
was
winning.
fair up to that point. Like Jeff, did his thing and he beat everybody, and then he got against this guy, and it was just like, it was just shady.
Fucking Vin Diesel. Can you imagine the kid telling Jeff after he beat him, "I live my life a quarter mile at a time."
Dude, I feel like it's a disgrace if you don't turn around and say that.
Yeah, right.
If I ever go to
It's an inch or a mile.
if I ever go to
winning.
if I ever go to Pokemon tournaments or anything ever again, or go to some competitive tournament, that's gonna be my catchphrase at the end of everything. Just like when they interview you for winning, like, Jason, you did well, you won. What do you have to say? I just like to live my life a quarter mile at a time, and then just leave.
This is the start of something absolutely terrible.
That'd be really cool.
We're gonna look back at this podcast and be like, should have never fucking said Vin Diesel.
We're gonna eat.
You're gonna come into work with a shaved head and a fucking wife beater on and be like, what the fuck?
Go get them gains at the gym.
Yeah, start taking steroids. Like, man, McKinney, man, you've changed, bud. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know how I feel about it.
Well, Mills, quarter mile, baby.
Quarter mile. That's all you say. Like, get a chest tattoo, quarter mile.
I just think that's so cool because I always told myself that, like, if I ever did win a tournament, that's like, if like the spotlight's on you, that's your chance, like, especially during an interview, to make a name for yourself. And I always told, like, you know, my wife or my friends that I play Pokemon with, that like when they do Pokemon tournaments, I mean, yeah, it's Pokemon tournaments, but they do have a big following, about 10,000 plus people daily. You know, if you go to their YouTube channels, that's on the average, the good Pokemon YouTube channels have that many people. But I always told people, like, especially during Pokemon live stream where there's thousands of people watching those tournaments, I was like, if I ever get on one of those live streams, I'm doing something. I'm going to do something so the fucking community talks about me for the rest of their lives. And that's like literally the goal. Like, I was like, dude, I would do something stupid.
You remember that one guy who fucking streaked on the Pokemon?
Yeah, there it is. And then I'd be remembered for that.
He's a sex offender now, but I mean,
yeah.
You can't forget him.
But that was always my goal. Like, like, I won't even tell my opponent, like, dude, you're going to get the win. I'm either going to get kicked from this table, or I'm gonna make you feel so uncomfortable that it's the judge is gonna come in on it. But I told my friends, like, I don't know, bring a Bible or something, just sit it there on the camera, and then before I do anything, I open up and like do a scripture. I'll get a time penalty for that, but just be like, act like I read it, put it back down, play a card, open it back up again, and I don't know, just do something really crazy. And then I think what the cool thing is, like, so like, when I was watching an old tournament that Dr. Disrespect was in the first round, his team was the first one eliminated. They were wiped out, and they were, you know, everybody's like, oh my god, he was talking so much trash, you know, blah blah blah. They're like, you're the first one, and he got a trophy for being the first one eliminated. And he was just, and he kept his composure. He's just like, well, my goal was to come here and win all the trophies. He's like, it's just my first step. Well, literally in the next round, he won. His team won. They went from last to first. And they come back to the interview and they're like, you know, no one saw it coming. You come in first. What are your thoughts about it? And he's just like, it's just another win. And that's it. And I was just like, you need that moment where you can get people talking about it. And that's what I want to do. Like, that we should all do that. If we ever go to it, like, because I know we do play, like I said, we do play games competitively. And I think two games that we can actually go to tournaments and actually be successful is me and Margaret can definitely do Halo tournaments and probably be successful.
Yeah.
And then Paladins. If we went to a Paladins tournament, I feel like we could win that.
I think we could get it.
If that ever happens,
we need a consistent team of 5 if we're going to play Paladins, and we need to practice with that team.
But if we went to a tournament,
one of us has to be like that in that area. So like, if you're a tank, you have to know a few tanks.
But I'm just telling you, if we went to a tournament and we won, if you guys do not do something crazy, y'all are out. I want something for us to be remembered by. That'd be cool, man. Something funny.
I am not volunteering for any of that.
Oh, I would be great. I'd be like, you know, they'd be like, well, you know, were you nervous about this tournament? I'm like, dude, last night, me and my wife, bedtime, you know.
Snuggling.
Yeah.
You know, we were spooning.
Yeah.
I was a little spoon.
You know,
I'm not afraid.
It's like while business was happening, you know, you catch my drift. We were watching Chopped, stuff like that. That's when I knew I was going to win this tournament and stuff like something really weird like that.
Who watches? Yeah.
That's funny though.
That's
literally what I do before Pokemon tournaments. When me and Lisa go to hotels together for these tournaments, we're usually watching Chopped. That's literally what we're watching. We bring my Xbox and we watch Chopped because we like cooking shows. Dude, nothing makes you.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with.
Nothing takes
shows.
away stress than watching food.
Watching cooking, and yeah, you know, and then going to the tournament.
Just say making bacon.
Bacon.
Oh, there you go. So you're watching cooking shows, making bacon,
Yeah.
and then go to your tournament.
Dude, it's nothing. No
Sounds
better
legit.
stress relief. But that's literally what we do is we watch Chopped. That's like our thing. It's fun. That's my stress relief before a tournament. It is.
I feel like you should be watching Pokemon.
No, the thing is that makes me. Oh,
You know,
so
getting ready.
So when I go to
Put your
tournaments like
fucking
that,
little hat on. And...
oh yeah, dress up for one. But
Right.
no, it's like, so when I do Pokemon tournaments, it makes me more nervous. It makes me extra like think too much about what I'm playing when I would do that. When I watch Pokemon videos or something like that, I'm just like, this is not a good idea because somebody else runs this variant of whatever I'm playing, and I understand why they're running it, and this is why. Like the last tournament that I physically went to was an expanded tournament. Pokemon Expanded, it's like from one series to the end. It's almost like Magic's Modern, but it's from Black and White series to now. But so a popular deck that was going on at that tournament was Snorlax, and I thought it was just like cool, heavy HP Pokemon, can one shot almost everything. And a lot of people were playing Snorlax with Minccino, which is a Pokemon that lets you draw. You discard a card, draw, whatever. So I thought, in my opinion, I was like, well, I'm not going to do Minccino. I'm going to do Zoroark because Zoroark can counter a popular deck, Trevenant and Dusknoir decks. I was like, I can literally one-shot those. And dude, people, like, I was reading, like, I went to go play test it downstairs with the group of people that were down there, and even they were like, that's weird, it doesn't work. And I was like, man, that just kills your morale. You go up to the room, and you're like, babe, I can't tonight. It's like, I gotta go lay down. It's just weird, man. That's why I can't do anything Pokemon before a tournament. I have to like keep my mind off of it.
I teach you how to meditate, man.
I'm telling you.
I get what you're saying. Like that makes sense, but
You
also
overthink
kinda
it.
works
That's
both
what you start
ways
doing.
too, though.
Yeah.
Like if you don't like if you're at that real competitive like high level, then you kind of have to do that.
Yep.
But I also get what you're saying. There's plenty of times I went to Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments and it's like, well, fuck, man, I'm thinking about this way too much, and it's just gonna end up biting me in the ass.
Yeah. But that strategy did work though, because I did run into a Dusknoir deck and just wiped it. So I was like, haha, suck it. But I mean, I didn't even do well in that tournament, so it didn't even matter. I that was like the first tournament I ever dropped out of. I did, but like it felt good to see that strategy work.
That was why.
Nah,
You're like you're just waiting for this one motherfucker to come through so you can wipe the floor with him, and everybody else was like pissing on you.
Yeah, it felt good because like that tournament didn't even start well. Anyways, I was 1-1-1, like 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss, and I was just like, dude, I kind of have to like win out almost to go day 2, and it didn't happen. I went like 1-3-1, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm out. It's like me. I went back to the hotel. I was like, come on, we're gonna go do something in St. Louis. That's what we did. So.
Like, fuck a side tournament.
Yeah, well, they had those, but I don't really attend those. Rather just go and hang out with a woman.
I don't attend your side tournaments. I've got better things to do.
So yeah, but yeah, that's one thing, and that's, I guess that kind of plays into like making the YouTube videos, is doing that one thing that kind of gets you out there. We gotta find it.
Yeah, we're funny.
Yeah.
We know that one thing.
That's why we need to get back on Sea of Thieves, man. Sea of Thieves.
We got to strive to be professionally bad at video games.
I mean, we're already bad at video games. That's the funny thing. There
See,
are video games we're not good at.
Now we just need to be professionals at it.
Yeah.
We're so bad at video games.
It's like playing Mario Kart.
Mills was getting frustrated last night. He was, instead of me being the one dropping first, Mills was the first one getting dropped last night.
Oh, in Call of Duty?
I was not having a good time.
I was just like,
he's like, okay, guys, I think I'm done.
There was a moment last night.
Yeah, it's the end of that for me.
There was a moment last night where we dropped into Quarry. Mills was with me. I killed 2 of the guys, and the third guy was in there, and I broke his shield and got a couple shots in him, and Mills is next to me. And I'm like, Mills, get him, he's shooting at me. Mills shoots at him, misses, has to reload. This is more. Guy kills me, then Mills kills him. And I'm like, whatever. It happens. But Mills is playing on mouse and keyboard.
People in there.
Mills does play.
People in there.
He does not use the aim assist that makes you good at that game.
Absolutely not.
Aim assist makes you so much better at Call of Duty.
It's just, dude, and I will be 100% honest right now with this. The reason I do not use a controller is because I am so trash with a controller that there is no way I could even play the game. Like it would take me like 6 months straight of playing with a controller to be competent enough to be even a smidgen of the level that I'm at with a mouse and keyboard, and I'm not that good with a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay. So there's just no point. Like why invest all that time to just also be trash?
Would you feel better if we got you one of those Nintendo 64 controllers that hooks up to PC and you want to just try that?
I mean, I was running the Steam controller on Apex and on Paladins, and it worked really well.
God, I don't see how you play on that controller, man.
Dude,
No, I don't get it.
It's so good.
It's not.
Like it's literally a touchpad. It's a mouse, but on a controller. The only difference is that your turn or your actual movements on a stick, and then everything else is you're literally just doing the touchpad. So it's very finite, and on top of that, it's got gyro. So when you're aiming down the scope, you can move the controller around, and it's just intuitive, man. Once you get used to it, it's better than any other control I've ever used for a first-person shooter. Now, when it comes to any other type of game, forget about it, because trying to get that controller set up for anything else is trash. But it does work on first-person shooters. It works well, in fact.
To me, it feels like the equivalent of putting two fucking like track pads for analog sticks and rolling with that.
I mean, it's got one analog stick on it, but that's it.
I don't see how people play with PlayStation controllers in first-person shooters.
Yeah, PlayStation controllers is like that's the same thing. Some people can play with PlayStation controllers. Some people can play with Xbox controllers.
Where's the analog stick at on the Steam controller?
Left side bottom. Do I have it here? I don't have it. It's in the living room. Yeah, it's on the left side bottom though. It's where like I don't know what to compare it to. Like where the Nintendo Pro controller would be, I guess. The Switch Pro controller. Like underneath the touchpad D-pad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It'd be there.
That Xbox controller is better. Dude, that Xbox Elite controller is really awesome.
I almost got that.
They're nice.
Yeah.
I almost got that. But I didn't.
I'd say triggers, like paddles, not triggers, but paddles are something that should have been put on controllers so long ago. Yeah. It is the most convenient thing to have.
Is it though? I don't know. I just thought it would be a little going from one to like learning all these other buttons on the back.
Yeah, but once you get used to it, it's like vastly superior, I think, than taking your. I mean, it also depends on how competitive you want to be at shit, I guess. You know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just if you make it like a simple like reactive button, like a reload button or something like that, then you can easily get used to just squeezing every time you want to reload or aim down sight, like stuff like that. It's just once you get used to that, and you have to make it something that won't take you a lot of effort to get used to, then it becomes, it's worth its weight in gold at that point.
Yeah, I think we kind of talked about that last time, Margaret. It's basically like the equivalent of you playing bumper jumper on Halo. So like all your fingers don't have to move to hit buttons and shit to do stuff. They're just all right there.
Yeah. Adds reactive time by physical distance.
Mm-hmm. I did put my hands on a PlayStation 5 controller for the first time. Rob brought his into work. Oh, it's nice. I gave it shit for looking ugly, but man, I put it in my hands. The weight of it's really nice. That's the first thing that I noticed was the weight of it. It's actually not a light controller. I was like, this is kind of cool. And then he says the little trigger sensor thing that they have, little where you can like motion sense whatever on the trigger, doesn't work on PC. But yeah, it was awesome. I thought that controller was badass. I was like, hell yeah, dude, awesome PlayStation. I still don't like the fucking sticks being right there, but
yeah. See, I like how the controller looks, but the stick positions can fuck off and die.
Yeah, I think Xbox did it correct, in my opinion. I honestly want to say GameCube started that when they had the C stick down there on their GameCube controller. I think that kind of started Xbox going on that trend. Because GameCube came out before the Xbox, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Come on, Jason, you should know that.
I don't know. I played more Xbox than
Smash
GameCube.
Bros, bro.
I stopped playing Smash Bros after Tyrone beat my ass all the time.
Oh, you can't quit then.
And then
honestly, I owned a GameCube, but like I played that thing maybe a total of like 20 times.
Yeah, I played my game.
I was just like, this is fucking. There's no games for this thing. Like you got all the mainline Nintendo shit, and then other than that, there was no third-party games that were good.
I played Madden 07 on the GameCube, and then I also played, I think, a Medal of Honor game on the GameCube. And then, of course, Mario Party 5 was really fun. Double Dash was really fun. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, I got it on that. They did the remakes of, like, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Not remakes, but they put them on there.
Was it the Masters Collection?
Yeah,
Master Quest Collection.
Yeah, and then Mario Sunshine. I played that on GameCube.
Mario Sunshine was great.
Yeah, it was a really good game.
Do you remember that game? They never released another version of it. It was Eternal Souls.
Wasn't that?
Or wait, is that what it's called? What the hell is that game called? It was like a third-person fucking action horror kind of game.
Was it? It wasn't Eternal Souls. It was
What the hell was that game called?
Wasn't Anthony playing it at the time when I came to visit?
I don't know.
You're gonna have to Google it. Google it.
Yeah, I gotta see what it is because it's gonna kill me inside.
You know what? Was an amazing experience that Nintendo was able to pull off that I feel like has not been replicated since then. Was Resident Evil 4 on the Wii. Aiming with the Wiimote onto your television while playing that game is just a fantastic experience. It feels so much more immersive, and I don't feel like a lot of video games care to do that anymore.
I loved Resident Evil 4, but the first...
Other than VR.
Actually, believe it or not, Resident Evil 4 was... I played that on GameCube before I played it on PlayStation because I went to my friend Britt's house. And we played it there, and that game scared the shit out of me. I mean, because he had like his windows had a black blanket over him, so his room was really dark. Holy shit, dude! And man, we used to quote the damn merchant dude. He's like, "Hello, stranger."
You know what really freaked me?
What are you buying?
What are you selling?
Playing,
Fatal
what
Frame.
Is that? Fatal Frame.
Fatal Frame. All right,
game?
Jeff, that was the game I was thinking was Fatal Frame.
The game I was talking about was Eternal Darkness.
Oh, okay, yeah, I do remember. I do remember
that.
Eternal Darkness. Yeah. Yes, I'd never played it though, but I do remember. And actually, I've seen a couple streamers
actually
playing
pretty
it.
Good. Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, Fatal Frame's a good game to shut the lights off and play.
I'm not gonna lie.
Freaky.
A newer
That
game.
game's scary.
The last game that scared me properly was probably the Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. That's the last game that scared me.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Resident Evil has its moments for sure.
Dude, I thought the Silent Hill games, man.
different.
The Silent Hill games scared the shit out of me too.
Yeah, that one.
Pretty much any kind of scary game in VR, I don't like.
Phasmophobia
Too
on my
scary.
Oculus. Yeah.
It's
We
too
have
scary,
one.
and I'm like, fuck this. I'm not up for this.
Yeah, I
You put
have.
the headphones on, you are in that world. You're in that house.
Yeah.
When you put the headset on and you can't hear anything else around you. You're in the house, and then it literally makes you shake. Like you're walking through and you're like, what is going on? My brother-in-law played it. He played a really scary part in the game where he had to walk through this really dark hallway, and it had like voodoo signs and stuff all over, and it was like dark red, and he had to walk through this hallway and chase this
Was that
demo? Oh my gosh.
Was that demo on PlayStation called?
No, I actually have it. It's paranormal.
PT. It was called PT on the demo on PlayStation. The one that was supposed to be like, because remember Norman Reedus showed up at the end of it. That's what when she was saying that. That's what that made me think of.
Oh.
No, she's talking about. I think it's Paranormal Activity or some shit, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
All I know
I don't
is
know, but it's for the PlayStation, for the VR, and it's like, I mean, it really gets you going.
It's scary.
I use these headphones on my Oculus because it works and they fit around it. And when I played Phasmophobia for the first time, I was just like, fuck. I literally had to take the VR goggles off to see that I was safe and then put them back on.
That's how it was at this one, because you just have to get out of it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, you know, and it's,
You know what
once the door shut and locked, it was like, oh my gosh, okay.
The issue, you know what? I know Mills. I know what the issue was in that game. Why I was so scared. I wasn't taking it to the base, dude.
You gotta take it to the base, bro.
You gotta take it to the base, bro.
Oh, tell Jeff what we have to start doing if we're gonna be doing our reviews on our.
Oh yeah, Margaret told
game.
me you guys were doing board game reviews in the future, and I swear to God, Jeff, if you don't go back and watch the final episode of IT Crowd, and if you do not do Game Board like they did their YouTube channel, I'm gonna be upset. Game Board. You gotta have an intro like that. If you don't, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not even gonna promote it or anything. I'm just gonna be like,
That's what he said.
sucks.
I'm not even gonna like it. He's like, I'm gonna go in there and put hate comments in there, and I'm like, oh my god, what? Why?
Yeah. So Game Board.
Game Board.
I like when they did the updated version. It's like Game Board explosions.
Slacks on.
Yeah. They were confident. That's right. Yeah.
And shit.
It's like I'm Newton Sinclair. I'm Roger Booth. Yeah,
If anybody's ever seen that show, it's on Netflix. Go check it out.
Yeah, all of them. Even the final episode they finally put on there. Mills has just started watching it.
Mm-hmm.
We showed him the gay musical episode.
Yes.
Oh, it's a gay musical called Gay.
Okay.
That's gay. She's like you're
quite gay.
She's like you're not comfortable with your own sexuality. He's like I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I just don't want to be smacked in the face with their sexuality. But yeah, good. Yeah, definitely a good watch. Definitely a good watch.
Definitely, it's fast to binge too. It's not.
No, I could go back to that show 10 years from now and still think it's just as funny as the first time I watched it. So
we got our 13-year-old son addicted to it, so now he watches it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get Mills to watch more of it. I'm gonna start pop quizzing him too to make sure he is watching it. Yeah,
Pop quiz.
I want to be pop quiz.
He's got to watch their boss die and then the new boss come in.
Yeah.
Stop spoiling
Father!
shit.
Father.
So, but I think that's what we'll end.
Unhand me, please.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll end this podcast because we've been on I think more than an hour. So
yeah, we have.
It's just fun.
It is fun. You kind of lose track of time when you talk.
You do.
So, but all right, guys. Well, do we have anything that people are going to remember us by signing out of this? Like, do you guys want me to put a Bible right here? Do you want Jesus on the green screen? Nah,
Say
just
it once,
kidding.
say it again.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Yeah. So you guys make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok now, and YouTube's. And then if you guys like this, make sure to drop a like. Make sure to type 1 if you want us to explore Mill's sexuality. Type 2 if you want us to hear Jeff call Margaret stupid. And in the comments, put 3 if you just if you want Mark to actually show up. So, all right, guys. All right. Well, I'll see you guys next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.